Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So, my dear students of 10th class, today we are going to study unit number 7. Little by little, one walks far. Little by little, one walks far. Now, this title is in the form of a complete sentence. One here is used as an indefinite pronoun. Anyone, one means anyone, any person. So, the title means that anyone can cover a long distance for distance. Anyone can cover a long distance if he starts and goes on walking slowly, little by little, step by step. So, with the passage of time, everyone can cover a long distance, can advance, can march forward. So, in our everyday life, we experience it that whatever we do starts very slowly, and step by step we are capable of accomplishing it, we are able to complete it. So this lesson actually emphasizes that thing. Now the lesson is in the form of a narrative. A narrator, a person who is speaking about himself, is there, and he is telling many points about his long journey of life. The last couple of years have been a long bumpy ride for me, as they have for everyone of my age. Couple is used for pair. A group of, a set of two things, two persons is called couple. So the last couple of years, so during the last 2 years, a long bumpy ride. Bumpy, jerky, you may say jerky, where there are ups and downs, where the road is not so smooth. So what he wants to say is that the last 2 years have been for him a long and uneven journey. And actually, it's not only his personal experience, it is a universal experience of any person of his age. The experiences might be different, but everyone has gone through many of the same teenage circumstances as I have done. So here we come to know that the narrator is a teenage. A teenage person is usually one from 13 years to 19 years. 13 to 19 years age is called teenage. So he says that his experiences might be different from other teenagers' experiences, but the circumstances, the situations may be the same for everyone. All of them have dealt with them in their own way. And whenever people come across such experiences, they deal with those situations, those circumstances in their own personal way, individual way. As a personal participant in this game we call life, I would I would say I worked hard for the first place and earned it. So he says that as far as his own personal experience of life is concerned, and he calls life a game. For many people, life is a game. What's a game? Game is a sequence of many movements. Life is like that. We have to face many unexpected situations as we experience in a game, during a game. So life in that sense may be called a game. So he says that as he is a participant, as he is a person who is taking part in this game, who is a party or who is a team in this game. So he says that for himself, he can say with confidence that he worked hard for the first place. He always struggled. He always made efforts to get the first place, first position, and earned it. And he actually got it. To earn is to get by hard work, to get after hard work. So he actually earned, he actually won, he actually got the first position because of his hard work. That is just my creative way of things. He says that as he's used to looking at things creatively in a positive way, he says that when he looks at things in a positive way, he draws this conclusion that he has worked hard and he has got the fruit also. It is bad, but the fact is that not everyone sees it in the same way as I do. He says that a bad thing about such experiences is that there are some people who may not look at these things so creatively, so positively. They may have some negative point of view because during life we have to experience many situations and many of those may be difficult and troublesome. So some people may be there who don't see it in the same way as he does. As a student, I am an active participant in academic and co-curricular activities. Now he is a teenager, so he is a student also. So he says that as a student, he has participated very actively, very forcefully, or very seriously in academic and co-curricular activities, in educational and co-curricular activities. Curricular and co-curricular activities. Co-curricular activities are the side activities which are usually arranged in schools and colleges, as there may be debates, speeches, quiz programs, and other such things. My first priority has always been to get good grades in school. So as a student, his priority is preference. When you put things in order of their importance, which one is the most important for you, which is the second most important thing for you, and in that way, so that is called priority, preference. So he says that his first preference has always been to get good grades. He is a student and he wants to get good grades, A1 in school. Although this is important to me, I also know that by participating in sports and after school activities, I will become a well-rounded student. And as a serious student, he knows that it is very important for him. But at the same time, he also realizes that participating in games and sports is also very important. And not only sports and games, but other activities, other social activities, other co-curricular activities. So he says that he realizes that if he participates in sports and other such activities, he will become a well-rounded student. He will become an all-rounder. An all-rounder is one who is expert in every field. During the past years of my high school career, I participated and received awards in the following. Now he gives the detail of his achievements. He says that during the past 1 or 2 years of his high school career is a period of life. I participated and received awards. He received prizes in the following: Qaid-e-Azam badge in scouting, winner of Who's Who quiz program at district level, and academic excellence award while participating in inter-district declamation contest and essay writing competition for the year 2011. So these are his achievements. He got prizes in these competitions. Declamation contest is a speech contest. Speech contest. I also belonged to the following clubs, and he was an active member of these clubs also. Clubs are societies or groups which work in a certain field. Reading club 2 years, second year as secretary reading club. So he was a member of reading club for 2 years, and during his second year he became the secretary of that club. And computer club, in the year 2009 I received awards in the following classes: computer applications, geography, and advanced algebra and trigonometry. So he got prizes in these classes, in these subjects. I also received an award for most encouraging student, and he was regarded as the most encouraging student, as the most inspiring student, and he was given a prize for that. I currently belong to the hiking and outdoor club and environmental awareness club, and still currently at present. So presently at present he is a member of hiking and outdoor club as well as environmental awareness club. In addition, this year I participated in a program called Read with a Friend. He also participated in a program which was titled or named Read with a Friend. In this program, I, along with a group of other students, went to the nearby elementary school to read to a class of students from kindergarten to 5th grade. So, for that program, he visited a nearby elementary school, a primary school which was situated close to his own school perhaps. And he went there with some other students, and where he was to read some book to a class of students from kindergarten to 5th grade. Kindergarten in abbreviated form is called KG. From KG student to 5th grade. Kindergarten is basically a German word that has come to be used into English also. Kinder in German means child, and Garten is garden. So, a garden for children. Kindergarten basically means a garden for children. That's what has been translated in Urdu through Arabic, Rawzatul Atfal. Rawzatul Atfal is the literal translation of this kindergarten. In Arabic, Rosa means bagh, garden, and Atfal know means children. So kindergarten is Rozatul Atfal. In order to gain an understanding of independence and responsibility, I had several summer jobs in the preceding 2 years. And during his summer vacation, he did some jobs. He was employed. He got some employment. And the purpose or the function of that was because he wanted to understand independence and responsibility. He wanted to get an experience of independence and responsibility and develop an understanding of how one can survive in this world independently and with responsibility. With independence always comes responsibility. I had several summer jobs in the preceding 2 years, previous past 2 years. I also worked to help myself financially in a boarding school. So he wanted to get some money, he wanted to help himself financially, so he worked in a boarding school. My first summer job was at the English Language Center. My second job was at McDonald's. And my past summer job was at DK Academy. So these are different summer jobs he did during summer vacation. I'm thankful to all these institutions for these job experiences. And he expresses his gratitude to all these institutions because he got some experience of life there. They have prepared me mentally and financially. By going through those jobs, he has grown up mentally, his mind has become more mature, and he has become financially sound also. He has saved some money also. This is important in a way that I am now more mature and responsible. And he says that these experiences are very important for him because after these experiences he feels that he has become more mature and responsible, which helps me not to be worried about the future but to look forward to it. Now he knows that soon he is to step into a practical life, he is to start his practical life. And sometimes people get worried about their future, about whatever they are going to do in their practical life. He says that now that he has got these experiences, he is no more worried about his future. Rather, he is looking forward to it. He is waiting anxiously, he is waiting hopefully for his future. Look forward to is a phrasal word. That means wait hopefully, wait anxiously for future. I'm glad that I have got a taste of what the real world has to offer. He says that he's happy, he's pleased, glad means pleased or happy, that he has got a taste, that he has got an interest in what the real world has to offer. He is interested in getting real experience of the world. I have learned many lessons from my public high school, boarding school, and work experiences. And whatever life he has spent so far has brought him many lessons. As a student from his public high school, he has accumulated many experiences. His experience at the boarding school is a school with a hostel where students live. So from there he has also got some experiences, and his job experiences have also brought him a lot of understanding. I am now ready to learn many more lessons through my college experience, and in this way he is now ready to learn more lessons from his college life. Although it has been tough, I have succeeded so far. He says, he confesses that it has been tough. It was not so easy. It was somewhat difficult. yet he is happy that he has been successful. He has won. He has accumulated, he has got those experiences which will help him in his future. I am prepared to excel and make it much further in the years to come with my college education. So he says that he is ready to excel. To excel is to be better than others, to be forward, to excel, to be greater than others, to be superior to others. I am prepared to excel. He is prepared to lead in different fields, in the field of education, in his exams, in his grades. I am prepared to excel and make it much further in the years to come. And he hopes that in future he will be making more advancement. This developing positive outlook has given me the motivation that I need to become successful. He says that with the passage of time, his positive outlook, his positive view of things and life is increasing, and in that way he is getting more and more motivation. He is getting more and more courage and confidence that he will need to become successful and victorious in his future. I never gave up. He says that he never surrender. Give up means to surrender, to bow down to difficulties. Give up is a phrasal verb which means surrender, to lay down one's weapon, to accept one's defeat. So he says that he never accepts his defeat. When I am determined to achieve, I shoot for the moon and land amongst the stars. He says whenever he makes up his mind to be determined means to be resolved, to be resolute, to have the willpower. So when I am determined to achieve, whenever he has decided to achieve, whenever he is resolved to succeed, I shoot for the moon and land among the stars. So he shoots for the moon. He starts moving toward the moon. He starts flying to the moon, soaring to the moon, and land among the stars. And his destination is even farther than the moon, more distant than the moon. He lands. He reaches. He arrives among the stars. So whenever he has determined to achieve something, he never rests. He knows that the sky is the limit, and he actually scales to the sky. He actually reaches or arrives amongst the stars. So that's the end of our lesson. But before we close, let's go through the theme also. Co-curricular activities give students the chance to become well-rounded individuals. So co-curricular activities, different activities in the form of sports and debates and other such things actually help students to become well-rounded, all-rounders by teaching them a variety of skills, because in that way they learn a variety of skills. These activities prepare students for the future, and these activities actually prepare them for their future, for their practical life. Through these activities, students learn about working in group or a team. So it is here that they develop a team spirit, how a team works, how one is to work in society, in an office, in a group, to accomplish a goal, and how to achieve a goal. Accomplish is basically to complete. So how to achieve a goal. When students enter the workforce, they will be able to call on the teamwork and leadership skills they learn. So when students actually become professionals, when they become the member of the working community, when they themselves become workers, they will be able to call on they will be able to recall, they will be able to take help of the teamwork and leadership skills that they learn at school or during their education. So that's the theme of this lesson also. So here we end. Inshallah, in our next lesson, we'll go through some parts of the exercise of this lesson. Thank you very much.